So we come. I mean, we've second season of Attack on Titan finished few weeks ago.
A month or so ago, I guess.
A month or so ago.
Two.
You binged the whole first season, the second season. Listen,
I binged the whole thing.
yeah.
And then my brother actually told, the other brother actually told me that there has been a 4-year gap between season
Yeah,
1 and
that's
season
true.
2.
And
I was I was really happy to actually find out, even though the season 2 had 12, 13 episodes or whatever, that we actually only have to wait 1 year.
anyways, before we get to season 3 to the show, you saw the live action movie, Japanese live action movie Attack on Titan, before you actually saw the series.
Yes.
And is that one of the reasons why you didn't watch this anime?
No?
No?
Had nothing to do with it.
Anyways.
But the anime was definitely better than the live action.
Listen, live action sucks. Plain and simple. If you've seen live action...
I saw the first one.
Yeah.
Didn't watch the second one. There is a second one.
Anyways, the live action version of Attack on Titan isn't worth your time. If you've seen it or plan on seeing it, if you've seen it, please give the anime a chance. My bro can relate to that.
Definitely.
If you're thinking about seeing it, don't. Just don't.
Even if you see it, try to unsee it. So watch the anime version first.
Yeah, you will like it better.
Just because the way the whole thing is made. The movie can scare you off.
Definitely, but if you liked some of the stuff that happened in the movie story-wise, you will enjoy the anime. But having said that, speaking of anime in general, if you're new to the anime, never saw the anime, wondering where to start with the anime, don't start with Attack on Titan. Just don't. It's not for everybody. If you want to give it a try with the first episode. If you can stomach through it, watch the rest. You probably, if you can stomach the second episode, then you can probably watch the entire thing, but try not to start with this one. Having said that, if you're one of the people who likes anime, you think Attack on Titan is very overhyped, people talk about it all the time, that's why you're not gonna watch it. I hope you will watch it eventually, because you will probably love it as well, because if you like anime,
it's really good anime.
Yeah, you will like this anime. So, after having said all that, I was one of the people who I thought the Attack on Titan was way too overhyped and people talked about it too much, and I watched the trailer. This is another, like, don't do this. Don't watch a trailer for the anime. Watch the first episode. Like, if you want to give anime a try or no try, like, the only way you will know for sure is if you watch the first episode. So, took me a while.
Actually stick with it. Because I watched the first one, I was like, okay. Then I watched the second one, I was like, alright. But let's see, you're looking at 20 minutes an episode. You can stomach through it. Maybe it takes a while to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And just for you to actually get to a point where you are okay with everything that happens in there. But the story does get better.
Also, if you're a little kid, if you're under 15, you probably, if you're a parent and you want to give your children something to watch, don't give them Attack on Titan. Seriously, like, there's some creepy stuff happening in this one.
Technically, just keep it under 18. If you're a kid watching this, shut this thing off, go read a book. There's plenty of good books out there.
There's plenty of other stuff you can watch.
I'd probably I wouldn't start with all the Harry Potter crap, I'd grab a Tolkien book. Those are fun.
Definitely.
And if you're a parent, just listen.
You can watch this. If you're a parent, you can watch this.
There's certain stuff your kids are not supposed to watch. TV shows, anime, they'll give you parental guidance stuff. They tell you this is not for anime.
I'm not sure how much.
Anime.
Yeah.
But there's certain
some
stuff.
Some of it does have parental guidance. So
use common sense. Common sense is good in these situations.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're not certain if your kid should watch, just don't let them watch it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Because there's blood, there's stuff that happens in here that's just gross. Really
disturbing,
gross.
Disturbing, weird, unusual. We're not gonna say unrealistic, because it really is unrealistic. But there's some really weird stuff happening in this one.
Yeah, like so, not too good. Nobody does horrors, but a kid should watch this.
No, no way, man. And that was one of the first things. Listen, when the show starts, like, and with anime, you're never certain what you're gonna see. It's always a different world. You're always gonna see something new in a way, especially when it comes to fantasy. I mean, it's always fantasy, but
In
not
the
all
first
anime is
episode,
fantasy. Like
They're gonna introduce you to
the-
what's actually happening
in this world, like
in this world, so
it's
you can
Earth.
actually understand
It's
it.
Earth, but it's a fantasy version of Earth, and
And you're like, okay, why is everything the way it is? They tell you.
yeah, and
They
then
give you a background story of why things are the way they are. It goes on for the maybe episode 2 or 3.
something like that. But
And
then
by that time you're so engrossed into the story, you already figure out what's actually happening.
and then the weird stuff starts happening, like really, really weird. Like, listen, the Attack on Titan is about this Earth city, basically, that's walled off because for some reason that's unknown.
100 years ago,
Go
Titans.
Like really, really huge, humongous giants, basically. That's why they call Titans, because it's
They have
giant.
a couple of classes. You have a 3 foot, 4 foot.
Yeah, they have different heights, basically, but
Yeah.
these cities walled off, so they prevent attacks from these Titans to basically come and eat humans. There hasn't been an attack from a Titan for 100 years. People got used, I mean, they're in status quo, they got used to the peace and quiet, but all of a sudden,
Titans come back.
Titans come back. And
Nobody really knows where they come from, why they're here,
There are
why they
stuff
didn't
that is-
do 100 years.
yeah.
Listen, there's all this stuff,
But they-
unanswered questions, that even going into season 2, you get some answers, but there's still so many unknowns. Listen, it's based on the manga, so if you probably read the
always,
manga,
anime is
probably,
always based on manga.
they probably answered all these questions. But if you're just watching the anime, there's stuff that's happening. They even after season 2, like still, okay, what exactly is going on here? You get the story, but there's still so many unanswered questions.
And this story, I mean, when you take out the gross disturbing elements of it, has a pretty cool story. Like, and even the gross and disturbing elements, they are part of the story. And so, like, you're taken in, like, it's kind of like you're watching the screen and you see this Titan eating these humans, and you want to turn back and not watch it, but you can't turn your head back. You can't. I mean, you have to see, even
You
though they
want to
don't.
see what's happening afterwards.
Yeah, sometimes they don't even show you. Like, I mean,
You just know somebody's been eaten.
if this was like in live action, they don't really do it justice. But in animated, I mean, I have no idea how they really, really. I mean, it's very graphic, even though it's hand drawn. So
And they don't show you everything, but they show you enough that your mind fills in the blanks. So
Yeah.
you know what's happening. So when you see a Titan grab somebody,
you know
then
what's
s-
gonna happen.
and then you see all the blood later, you know what happened. They did not have to show you in order for you to understand what's
Yeah,
going on. But
like-
that's where like there's a lot of blood in this one.
Yeah, very.
But the
bloody.
story-wise, if you take all the gross,
It's yeah, it's
gruesome
pretty
stuff
much
out of it, it's a fun story.
It's a pretty much a mystery / action series / fantasy, whatever. But I always look
All
at
wrapped up in more mysteries and more enigmas.
yeah, definitely. Like, and I think they do a pretty good job with telling those stories and unraveling the mysteries that are behind the origin of Titans.
The only real gripe you can have with this is there's not enough of it, and they don't really reveal
a lot.
too much
Yeah.
all the ones.
It's very
They drop it to you little by little.
It's very creepy and very suspenseful, very Hitchcockian-like. Very Hitchcockian-like.
What he said.
I'm
They
sure.
don't give you stuff. They give you little
By
They give
little.
you a drop, and then it's like 6 episodes. You have nothing but Titans chasing people and people looking for Titans.
yeah.
And then they give you something else.
Which
and
is
then, like,
always cool to watch for some reason, because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know when they're gonna come up against the Titan, when something else is gonna show up, and it's very, man, I have no idea how to describe it. So it's like,
it's suspenseful from start to finish.
so
and
if you take
expect
our
more questions than
Than
answers.
answers, yeah,
You'll
always.
get some answers, But there's always
There's more questions.
basically for every answer you get, there's like a multitude of questions you're asking,
Yeah.
and most of those don't get revealed. But it's like only a few episodes later you get an answer to one.
Yeah.
But even that one still leaves you with questions.
Yeah.
And this goes on and on for
Yeah,
like both
exactly.
seasons.
So take our PSA at the beginning as a recommendation for this anime. So it's like
It's fun, but really, if
I
you're
wouldn't
under,
call it fun. It's
good.
entertaining.
Yeah,
it's
it's
entertaining.
entertaining.
I don't think
but if
it's
you're
fun.
under 18, don't you know?
I'd say under 15, but
I
whatever.
go under 18, but you know I'm more parental
Yeah,
than
definitely.
he is.
Yeah. But yeah, use common sense. So yeah, take our PSA as a recommendation of why to watch it or why not to watch it, or whether you
Who should and who shouldn't?
Yeah, and yeah. So if you're an anime lover, just
You
give it a
probably
try.
know a whole lot of stuff about this one already.
So yeah. So you wanna rate the first 2 seasons of Attack on Titan?
You first.
Dude,
What we do with the One Punch Man? You remember?
I think I went a little bit higher than you did, but
Probably.
I went around 24, maybe 25, maybe even more. I don't know. But I'm gonna give Attack on Titan, I'm gonna give it a 23 out of 30 for the first and second season, both. Yeah.
I got 24. Despite all the gruesome stuff being gross and stuff, I still like the story. I still like the characters. I really like the characters. What they're doing
Yeah,
with them,
definitely.
their storylines.
There's
There's something we're watching. And even though they wrapped everything in this disgusting, gross thing, it's still entertaining to watch. It's still exciting to watch. I was actually sad when I was informed that season 2 already ended. I was like, I want more because, you know,
They just got
because
good.
it really,
They just
really
started
got good.
discovering stuff. So
Stuff started happening. There's been few discoveries, few revelations, if you would, and it just keeps getting better and better. So I for one can't wait for the season 3 to start.
yeah, that's it from us for now. We'll see you guys soon. Like, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys soon. Beijo, brusa.